let's talk about pornography, because yes, this is the internet, and as I said earlier, most likely you have another tab open right up there, and we know what you're doing. This one's a good one. Pasadena City College is going to be offering a course in porn. They are not going to be viewing porn in the class, thankfully, but they're going to be covering such topics as why we love porn. Clearly, we'll start with you, but just a second.
10-minute class.
I just think it's ridiculous.
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
Also, they're going to be discussing why some people are deeply disturbed by it, and then how to make decisions about porn in your life, and how to have conversations about porn with others. So let's have a conversation with porn. Bill, clearly you're
deeply disturbed by the fact that this has now entered our academic syllabus as
they didn't have porn back in your day.
Well, look, I think more than anything else, that delegitimizes all college education. The fact that people are paying. Are you using student loans to go to this classroom? I mean, who is signing? I wouldn't want to be in a class with anyone who would take that class.
That's okay, because here's what I actually get the class. I get it. I wouldn't want to attend the class.
Why do you get it?
I'll tell you why. I actually think that the class is a good idea. Now, I wouldn't want to take that class just because I do think that it's going to be a whole lot of pervs, and I don't want to sit next to them. However, from a sociological aspect or even a psychological aspect, to look and see and dive into this subculture, which is, let's be honest, I mean, porn is a
subculture?
Is a cultural phenomenon worldwide. So many people watch porn. So many people are addicted to porn. People are, marriages, break up over porn. So there is really. What's that?
Or never happened.
So you really can look into it and see, what exactly is, why is it being seen as deviant? I mean, I know when I studied sociology at UCLA, we would look at, prisoners, we would look at a lot of different little subcultures and figure out what happens to them when they're in society and how they're looked at in a deviant way. And I think
this is why China is outpacing us.
Yeah, they don't have. There's no porn courses in China.
This is not being offered in there.
But it is a culture, and why do you think people do get so obsessed with it? Wouldn't you want to see an analytical?
There are more urgent things that need to be studied.
In China, they're teaching the economics of porn, and we're consuming all the porn. It all fits.
We're borrowing money from China.
Have you seen recent?
Run
recent
our
courses?
Pornography industry.
Have you seen recent courses?
I know I'm right. What's that?
Have you seen recent courses? Recent courses at universities, because I'm
I know.
Pretty
There's a lot of courses. There's a lot of courses.
They're all like that. History of rock and roll.
And how much are people paying for these courses? It's ridiculous.
Well,
all right, hold on. I can tell Matt wants to get his porn thought in.
Writing was on the wall. First of all, as we were just discussing, the sanctity of a liberal arts college curriculum went out the window, a decade ago at least. But it brings up another really interesting point about education is that you have to have stuff like this now.
I agree.
This goes in the brochure.
Yeah.
The porn class goes in the brochure.
And what, to attract other students who wouldn't go there for engineering or something like that?
To attract
Buzz.
any kid.
Pasadena City College.
Completely.
Well, I think if you have it in your broshure, it discredits your entire.
You think, but that's not the way it works anymore. And there was a really interesting thing I read one time. It was how a rock climbing wall was an allegory for why the cost of college is undergoing so much inflationary pressure, in that you have to have stupid bullshit like a rock climbing wall now. You cannot.
If you have to have stupid bullshit in order to attract students to an education, I think there's no way out, man. We're doomed.
No hope.
Hope. It's over. This is it.
But this isn't a course that's a prerequisite for an engineering degree
but
or for a
he's saying
mathematics degree.
He's saying that it's necessary for colleges to be viable finawe're you need this stuff now.
You need a little.
So what's next? How college is going to compete? How is Harvard and Yale and how are they going to compete?
Wait, well, hold on. Wait, we're
This is a good topic.
It is a good topic.
Ironic.
You're the one against it, and you're the most fired up about it. You have a little fire and brimstone Republican in you. I can see it.
He's a natural born educator. Right?
No, I can see. But wait, Sam, I think you picked up on something about this idea.
Republican to think this is a stupid idea.
That by the logic at this table, it does. Wait, but I think
traditional.
I think you picked up on something, which is that porn has become so big in this culture, but we really don't talk about it. We could joke about it a little bit, but it is on everyone's computer. It is there all the time. So a class like this actually, I think, could do some good having people.
Depending on the syllabus, depending on, I agree with you if it has to do with, if you're going to get, I mean, you have to take a whole lot of prerequisites your first 2 years in college. So if your degree is going to be in psychology, if your degree is going to be in sociology, I do think that this is a course where you can dive in and look at this culture and see why is it such a phenomenon. Now, of course, if you're going to go and become, an electrical engineer, if you're going to go, be pre-med, yeah, this is probably, you're just a pervert and you want to come in this class because...
So you think it makes you a pervert if you're in another, if you're studying for another major?
You don't need it. It's not a prerequisite. You don't need it.
So if it's a requisite, it's okay?
Well, pre-med, it could be
It could be, right? Yeah. What if you're
Yeah.
treating somebody who has a medical condition that this could alleviate?
That's a stretch. It's a little bit of a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Matt,
But-
final thought on higher education and pornography. Go.
Okay.
Go.
First, the way you described the class is really interesting because I think if they had couched it in these are the negative effects of porn, you could get away with it and it would sound like a really worthwhile and substantive class.
Right.
But because, and I think it's better to do that to make that just one aspect of the class, but then just talk about the broader cultural impact of porn. I think that makes it really interesting, but it leaves it vulnerable to be looked upon as not as fluff. But we've got, if you looked at the syllabus and the offered courses of so many top-notch colleges, I mean, not to, I would be the first to sign up for philosophy of The Simpsons, but I mean, it's taught at Harvard.
There's a lot of
It's there.
masturbatory courses.
I
but
took
this one takes it over.
There
I
it
took
is.
history of Beatles
That-
at UCLA.
Yes,
I
I'm just
took
saying,
history.
I'm just saying,
It's
I'm
all
just saying.
there. It's all there.
You on Rush Limbaugh tomorrow? Is that-
Bonobos.com is the official outfitter of the Rubin Report. Use code TRR20 to get this shirt and these jeans.